Good morning, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Rankin. We are going along with our project to create a summer science notebook. We read this wonderful book, Notable Notebooks, Scientists and Their Writings. And I want to return to this question. How do different scientists use their notebook? I'd like to refer back to the text and make a list of some ideas about ways scientists use their notebook. So I'm going to get a few pens ready here of different colors, just for fun. And I'd like to refer back to the very first page in the text, because I think there's already some ideas right here. In this section that says, what makes a notebook special? It's a place to think and dream, to write down thoughts and questions about all that you have seen. So I'd like to add that. How do different scientists use their notebooks? Dream, think, record, observations. Great. Okay, so we're getting started. Let's see what else we could find in the text for ways that scientists use their notebook. We can learn so many things from those who came before, so we're going to need to make a record. Let's travel through time. Oh yeah, Galileo. Remember what he did in his notebook? He made a model of thinking that was new. His ideas, though quite correct, were not a welcome view. So he has some drawings. All right, so we might have drawings, models. So that might maybe like diagrams. And what else do we have? Observations, which we already wrote down. Galileo's evidence helped imagine Rome. Okay, so what kind of evidence? I don't know. Let's keep going. Oh yeah, Isaac Newton. He came up with the theory of gravity. Oh yeah, measurements and data convey the greatest wonders. Sir Isaac Newton's notebook contained lots and lots of numbers. Okay, so let's make a note of that. We might have measurements, and maybe just say data, other data. We might have to count some things, estimate. All right, let's continue on to Beatrix Potter. Oh, yes. She is the one who did the Peter Rabbit books. And look at her drawings. They're so detailed. Okay, so I'm just going to, even though we already said drawings, I'm going to say detailed notes and sketches. That could be really important. Drawing like a scientist. Yeah. She sketched to help her understand. Maybe even with labels. How does that sound? I'm just going to say with labels. Because sometimes when you're looking at something, you think you'll remember all the important points, but it's a really good idea to write them down right then and there, isn't it? Oh yes, Maria Mitchell. She observed the stars. Notebooks aren't just for notes. There's more that you can do. Scientists plan experiments and then conduct them too. Oh, is that the next section might be about the ants? Yes, I remember this. All right, Dr. Turner studied ants and bees, all the ways that they act. His experiments uncovered things we now accept as fact. So let's go ahead and make a note that we can plan experiments and do tests right in our notebook. Wonderful. Yes, Lonnie Thompson. This was the gentleman who had some photographs and some sketches about the glaciers and could see how they changed over time. So I think that explanations, right? So we might need photographs. Maybe we'll have some photographs in our book. Or clippings, like from a magazine. But this is really important. Explanations to make sense of what I notice. So many wonderful ideas. What a great resource this book is. There's Jane Goodall, the scientist who studied chimpanzees. Okay, so what did she do? Journal writing helped her understand our relatives, the chimpanzees, and thus her fellow man. So I think those journals might be explanations, but let's go ahead and make that a separate idea. Journal entries. She might have long descriptions about the chimpanzee's habits that helped her to understand. Okay. Oh yeah, I remember this astronaut. She had designs and many, many pages to think, create, refine. So not just one idea, but a place to write her ideas and then go back and think about refining and changing them. So let's say design ideas. And improvements. Wow. Amazing, boys and girls. I think we've got a terrific list here. Different ways that we can use our notebooks and practice these habits of scientists, because we're all scientists. We want to figure out how the world works, and I think our notebook's going to help us do that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and stop this video here. In our next section, we're going to talk about designing the cover of our notebook to make it really interesting and fun, and a place that we want to spend time doing all of this great work.